in the bustling metropolis of New Arcadia, where skyscrapers pierced the clouds and neon lights painted the streets in a kaleidoscope of colors, there existed a secret society hidden from the eyes of ordinary citizens. This clandestine group, known only as the Lunar Order, was made up of individuals who bore a unique curse. They were werewolves. Among them was Amelia Hawthorne, a fiercely independent detective with a penchant for solving the city's most perplexing cases. She was admired for her sharp wit and unyielding determination, but little did her colleagues know, she harbored a dark secret. When the moon rose high in the sky, Amelia underwent a terrifying transformation, her human form giving way to that of a powerful werewolf. The Lunar Order operated covertly, their existence unknown to the general populace. For centuries, they had managed to keep their curse hidden, but tensions within the group were beginning to rise. Rumors of a rogue faction seeking to expose their kind circulated among the members, sparking fear and paranoia. As Amelia delved deeper into her investigations, she uncovered unsettling truths about the Lunar Order's origins. Dark rituals performed under the light of the full moon had bound them to their curse. But what had once been seen as a blessing bestowed upon them by ancient gods now felt like a curse that threatened to consume them. Amidst the chaos, a series of brutal murders shook the city to its core. The victims, seemingly unrelated, bore one commonality: they had all been torn apart with savage brutality, their bodies left to be discovered in the dimly lit alleyways of New Arcadia. With tensions escalating and the city on the brink of panic, Amelia found herself caught in a deadly game of cat and mouse. As she raced against time to uncover the truth behind the murders, she realized that the key to solving the mystery lay within the dark heart of the Lunar Order itself. But as Amelia delved deeper into the secrets of her kind, she unearthed a truth more sinister than she could have ever imagined. And as the full moon loomed ominously overhead, casting its haunting glow upon the city, Amelia knew that the deadliest secrets were yet to be revealed, and that the true horrors of the night had only just begun. As the city of New Arcadia teetered on the brink of chaos, Amelia's investigation led her down a treacherous path fraught with danger and deception. With each clue she unearthed, she felt the weight of a centuries-old conspiracy bearing down upon her. But as the moon waxed and waned, so too did Amelia's own struggle with her dual nature. The lines between her human self and the beast within blurred, leaving her teetering on the edge of sanity. Haunted by visions of blood-soaked streets and echoing howls that reverberated through the darkest recesses of her mind, she knew that time was running out. Amidst the chaos, a figure emerged from the shadows, a mysterious stranger with eyes as sharp as a wolf's and a smile that hinted at secrets untold. Calling himself Gabriel, he claimed to hold the key to unlocking the truth behind the Lunar Order's origins and the murders that plagued the city. But as Gabriel led Amelia deeper into the labyrinth of New Arcadia's underworld, she couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something vital to the unraveling of the mystery. And with each step she took, the danger grew ever more palpable, threatening to consume her whole. As the full moon rose once more, casting its eerie glow upon the city, Amelia found herself standing at the precipice of a revelation that would shake New Arcadia to its very core. But whether she would emerge from the darkness unscathed or succumb to the primal forces that lurked within remained to be seen. And so, as the night descended and the howls of the werewolves echoed through the streets, Amelia braced herself for the final, harrowing chapter of her journey, a journey that would test her courage, her strength, and her very humanity in ways she could never have imagined. As the moon reached its zenith, bathing the city in an ethereal glow, Amelia found herself face to face with Gabriel in a hidden chamber beneath the streets of New Arcadia. The air was thick with tension as they stood surrounded by ancient symbols etched into the walls. Symbols that spoke of a power beyond comprehension. Gabriel's eyes gleamed with an intensity that sent a shiver down Amelia's spine. "There is much you have yet to learn, Amelia," he said cryptically, his voice echoing off the stone walls. "The truth about the Lunar Order, about our kind, runs deeper than you can imagine." Amelia's heart pounded in her chest as she braced herself for what was to come. She had come too far to turn back now, too deep into the mystery to walk away. "Tell me," she demanded, her voice steady despite the fear that threatened to consume her. "Tell me what you know." But before Gabriel could respond, the ground trembled beneath their feet, sending shockwaves rippling through the chamber. With a deafening roar, the walls began to crumble, revealing a passage that led deeper into the darkness below. Without hesitation, Gabriel gestured for Amelia to follow as he disappeared into the shadows. With a steadying breath, she plunged into the unknown, her senses on high alert as she navigated the twisting labyrinth of tunnels that lay hidden beneath the city. As they ventured deeper into the abyss, the air grew colder, the darkness more suffocating. Yet Amelia pressed on, driven by a determination that burned brighter than the faint glow of her flashlight. But just as they reached the heart of the underground maze, they were met with a sight that left them frozen in horror. Before them stood a chamber bathed in an otherworldly light, its walls adorned with grotesque carvings that depicted scenes of unspeakable horror. And at the center of it all, surrounded by a swirling vortex of energy, lay a creature unlike any Amelia had ever seen, a being of pure darkness and malevolence, its eyes blazing with an unholy light. As the creature turned its gaze upon them, a chill swept through the chamber, freezing Amelia to the core. She knew then that they had stumbled upon something far more sinister than they could have ever imagined, a force that threatened not only the city of New Arcadia, but the very fabric of reality itself. With a sense of dread creeping over her, Amelia knew that their journey was far from over. For lurking in the shadows of the city, hidden from the eyes of its unsuspecting inhabitants, lay a darkness that hungered for power, a darkness that would stop at nothing to consume them all. And as the echoes of the creature's unearthly roar reverberated through the chamber, Amelia braced herself for the battle that lay ahead, knowing that the fate of New Arcadia hung in the balance. As the creature loomed before them, its presence sending waves of dread through the chamber, Gabriel's expression hardened with determination. "We have stumbled upon the ancient guardian," he whispered, his voice barely audible over the rumbling of the earth. "It is the key to unlocking the true power of the lunar order, but also the harbinger of destruction if we fail." Amelia felt a knot tighten in her stomach as she realized the gravity of their situation. The fate of New Arcadia rested in their hands, balanced precariously on the edge of oblivion. With a steely resolve, she squared her shoulders and met Gabriel's gaze. "What do we do?" she asked, her voice steady despite the fear that threatened to consume her. Gabriel's lips curled into a grim smile as he reached into the folds of his coat, producing an ancient talisman pulsing with a soft, blue light. "We must awaken the latent power within us," he replied, his eyes blazing with a fierce determination. "Only then can we hope to stand against the darkness that threatens to consume us." With a solemn nod, Amelia reached out and clasped the talisman in her hand, feeling its energy surge through her veins like a bolt of lightning. In that moment, she felt a power awakening within her, a power that had lain dormant since the moment of her birth. As the creature's roars grew louder, echoing through the chamber like a symphony of doom, Gabriel and Amelia stepped forward as one, their hearts beating in unison against the encroaching darkness. With each step they took, the ancient runes etched into the chamber's walls began to glow with an otherworldly light, their magic weaving a protective barrier around them. But just as they reached the threshold of the creature's domain, a voice echoed through the darkness, sending shivers down their spines. "You dare to challenge me, children of the moon?" It hissed, its words dripping with venomous malice. Amelia's blood ran cold as she realized the true nature of their adversary. They were not facing a mere guardian, but a being of unimaginable power, a being that had lain dormant beneath the city for centuries, biding its time until the stars aligned and its true purpose could be fulfilled. With a defiant roar, Gabriel stepped forward, his eyes blazing with a fire that matched the creature's own. "We will not be swayed by your darkness," he declared, his voice ringing out with unwavering resolve. "We are the guardians of the light, the protectors of this city, and we will not rest until you are vanquished." And with those words, the final battle for the fate of New Arcadia began, a battle that would test the limits of their strength, their courage, and their faith in each other. For in the heart of darkness, where shadows danced and nightmares prowled, two souls stood against the encroaching tide, ready to face whatever horrors lay ahead in their quest to save their city from the brink of destruction. As Gabriel and Amelia prepared to confront the ancient guardian, a sudden realization washed over them like a chilling breeze. They were not alone in their struggle against the darkness. Hidden within the shadows, a third figure emerged, a figure shrouded in mystery, whose presence sent ripples of unease through the chamber. The newcomer stepped forward, their features obscured by a cloak of darkness. "You tread upon dangerous ground, hunters of the moon," they intoned, their voice low and commanding. The guardian you seek to challenge is but a pawn in a much larger game, a game that spans the ages, and threatens to consume all who dare to defy it. Gabriel narrowed his eyes, his hand instinctively reaching for the hilt of his blade. "Who are you?" he demanded, his voice tinged with suspicion. "And what is your stake in this conflict?" But the stranger merely chuckled, the sound echoing through the chamber like a sinister melody. "I am but a messenger," they replied cryptically. "A harbinger of truths long buried and destinies yet to be written. As for my stake in this conflict, let us just say that I have a vested interest in seeing how this tale unfolds." With a wave of their hand, the stranger conjured a swirling vortex of shadows that enveloped Gabriel and Amelia, transporting them to a realm beyond comprehension. As they emerged on the other side, they found themselves standing atop a towering precipice overlooking a landscape shrouded in darkness. "This is the realm of the Ancient Ones," the stranger explained, their voice echoing through the void. "A place where time holds no sway and reality is but a fleeting illusion. Here, you will face trials beyond imagining, tests of strength, courage, and resolve." Amelia's heart pounded in her chest as she gazed out into the abyss, her mind reeling with the magnitude of what lay before them. But despite the overwhelming odds, a flicker of determination burned within her, a determination to see their quest through to its conclusion, no matter the cost. With a nod of agreement, Gabriel squared his shoulders and met the stranger's gaze. "We accept your challenge," he declared, his voice echoing through the void with unwavering resolve. "Whatever trials lie ahead, we will face them together, as one." And so, with the fate of New Arcadia hanging in the balance, Gabriel, Amelia, and their enigmatic companion embarked on a journey into the heart of darkness, a journey that would test the limits of their strength, their courage, and their faith in each other. For in the shadows of the ancient realm, where nightmares prowled and whispers of forgotten truths echoed through the void, they would discover the true meaning of sacrifice and the power of redemption. And as they ventured ever deeper into the unknown, they knew that the final chapter of their tale had yet to be written. As Gabriel, Amelia, and their mysterious companion ventured deeper into the realm of the Ancient Ones, they encountered trials that tested their resolve at every turn. They faced horrors beyond imagining, battling creatures of nightmare and navigating treacherous landscapes that twisted and shifted with each step. But despite their best efforts, they could not outrun the darkness that pursued them relentlessly, its tendrils creeping ever closer with each passing moment. And as they reached the heart of the ancient realm, they came face to face with the source of their torment, a being of unfathomable power, whose malevolent gaze pierced their very souls. With a roar that shook the foundations of reality itself, the Ancient One unleashed its fury upon them, unleashing a tempest of darkness that engulfed them in its embrace. Gabriel fought valiantly, his blade flashing in the shadows as he sought to hold back the tide. But it was not enough. In the end, they were overwhelmed, their strength no match for the Ancient One's relentless assault. As they lay battered and broken amidst the ruins of their hopes and dreams, a sense of despair washed over them like a tidal wave, swallowing them whole. And as the darkness closed in around them, swallowing them whole, Gabriel, Amelia, and their enigmatic companion knew that their journey had come to an end, a tragic, bitter end that left them with nothing but regret and sorrow. For in the heart of darkness, where shadows danced and nightmares prowled, three souls had dared to defy the darkness, only to be consumed by it in the end. And as the echoes of their final battle faded into the void, New Arcadia remained shrouded in darkness, its fate sealed by the tragic tale of those who had dared to challenge the Ancient Ones.